Thank you for so much for coming today. I hope this message resonated with you, and I hope that it reached from my heart to yours with infinite love and joy. And I hope that you will be able to come back to yourself and love yourself for the divine existence that you are. Hi. Today I am here to share with you a little bit about what happened yesterday that I really felt so pushed and motivated to share this message, that your existence, your mere existence itself is important because it is a beautiful synchronicity in this universe for countless amount of people, entities, and beings. So, a very simple example that I would like to put forward for you to process this is, for example, maybe this video has even been a synchronicity for you. I believe that someone had to hear this. That's why I was called to finally deliver this in a video format, because I have had this idea for like a year already, and I was only just motivated to do it today. And like, it happens so many times, so much in this community, even just YouTube. It doesn't have to be spiritual community. It can be any sort of videos. It's like when you're thinking of something, when you need a reminder, that one video, that one person, that one thing will come into your life to remind you. So what happened yesterday was, I was taking this new bus, okay? Not new as in the bus line is new, but like I've never taken it before to go to city, as I live further away from town. And I was on a highway, and I was like, looking at the highway, and I was just getting all the feels. Time as of right now is June 15th, 2021. So we are going through a massive energetic shift, as I think and feel and believe that we are. You may not resonate with this, but I believe a lot of people will. And I have been seeing a lot of new beginnings in my life. Not all of them has been making me feel the best. Not all of them has been making me feel like this, like energetic and happy and like, thriving on it. But all of them has this underlying tone of it's all for the greater good. Like, just let it be, Chloe. It's all for the greater good. And, I got on this bus, and I realized the bus was super packed. So I went on the upper deck, and I went in front where it's like I used to have a best friend who described to me, it feels like as if you're the one who's driving the bus, because you're basically sitting in the same like seat except on top of the driver. And they have this like big window, and I rarely sit in the window seat because I don't know, I just sit in the back usually, but I had no choice. And I was sitting there, and we came to this other highway where there were a lot of trees nearby. And I forgot, let me recall what I was looking at. I gotta look at my notes. Oh yes, and I had a little conversation with my higher self, asking regarding a personal situation in my life right now. And I was like, how do I deal with this, and what do I do? It's actually interesting because like 2 days ago I did a qhht session for the first time ever in my life. I'm actually quite young for this kind of session. I mean, my physical age is quite young, but soul age, anyway. And one of the biggest message that I got from my higher self is that some things are meant to stay unknown, because the mystery of life is what we all subscribe to and chose to subscribe to. So I kind of got this similar message, like something like, you don't have to know now, girl, like it will come to you and you will notice it naturally. And my higher self communicates with me in quite a funny way. Like whenever I see her or I see my guides, they all like, I don't know, they make me laugh. Like it's like I can hear them, and I can hear them talking to me in a very funny way, like a granny way, like, girl, do you really want to know this now? Like that kind of attitude is so funny. But anyway, and I was looking on my phone thinking about this, and then I turned off my phone and I looked up, and then we were passing by some trees, and then I saw a raven fly out of a tree and into another one. And at that moment, I knew that they were here. They heard me, and that was a literal message from them. It was not my ego trying to stop me or anything. It was them trying to support me and tell me that they were there for me. And why is this? It's because about 1 to 2 months ago, I was feeling very lost in life. I was feeling very lost in my own emotions, and like I didn't know how to introduce routines and all of that back into my life, and I'm still getting used to it now. And I didn't know how to heal the side of me, and I asked for help from my spirit guides, as I had kind of lost contact with them in a way. Not really, but like my ego had been blocking me for a long time. And I told them that from now on, whenever I speak to you guys, I would love if you guys can show me a sign of a bird, because once I meditated to my spirit guides and I saw a bird as my spirit guide. So I was like, I would love for you to show me a raven, because ravens have been resonating with me for a long time. But if not a raven, just some sort of bird that is very clear cut. Like the image has to be something that I'm not trying to pick out of reality, pick out of what I'm seeing, but it's very right in front of my face. And after I made that, I believed that was going to come true, and it did. And I am so grateful. But the message that I am trying to deliver here is that, think about it from the bird's perspective. It probably had completely no idea that it was serving as a synchronicity for me. It was probably just going with probably not even intuition, or just what it was trying to do, and flying from bush to bush to build his nest, or trying to find food, doing what it felt like it should be doing. And then in that moment I caught it, and it's sent to me as a synchronicity. So think about this. Sometimes we walk out the door, we decide to take a different route, or we don't. We just decide to look at a person and smile at them suddenly, or we decide to flip our hair in a certain way, or we decide to wear a certain color this day, or we decide to wear a certain crystal, or we just be ourselves some days. Imagine the possibility of that actually acting as a synchronicity for people and circumstances that we have no idea of, and will never be able to physically perceive, because it's not ours to perceive. And we overlook this, but if we come back to this knowing that we're all part of the collective, and our existence is serving each other. And for as long as we are serving ourselves and going with our intuition, listening to what the universe is trying to help us with, or just listening to ourselves and, feeding our own desires and urges and everything. And for as long as we're doing that part, we are actually serving the greater collective. And I'm just here to remind you that your mere existence can be of that meaning, of that vast, of that great meaning that could change someone's life, that completely shaped my mood. I've had so many of these synchronicities that have allowed me and supported me on the way to making a big decision in life, and going forward to the next stage, where it led me to so much more happiness and joy and beauty and health. And imagine you have definitely, I'm not even going to say probably, but definitely been a synchronicity in some way of some sort for some person or some sort of situation where it had made them happier, a better person than before. Your mere existence is that meaningful and that powerful. And I'm not saying to tell you just, lay down all day. Oh, I'm a synchronicity anyway, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not saying that, but I'm just here to remind you of your divinity and your sacredness, and how just that little thing of your existence, a very foundational thing, is that magical. Imagine what you can do with this magic that's inside of you, that's you. It's not just inside of you. That's what make you you. That's all I have for today. I just wanted to share that, and I'm going to be filming more on the upcoming days impromptu like this without script, because I don't like looking at notes anymore, and I'm trying to find my way back on. And yeah, thank you for so much for coming today. I hope this message resonated with you, and I hope that it reached from my heart to yours with infinite love and joy. And I hope that you will be able to come back to yourself and love yourself for the divine existence that you are.